In this video, I'm gonna show you how Chichako, who is a trader who went from starting trading Doge with a couple $100s to making 30 grand and then losing it all to now becoming a hyper successful trader. He's gonna break down all the lessons that he learned, the strategy he used, and everything that it takes for you to potentially get the same result. So I'll see you guys in the video. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Chaco, brother, how are you doing? I appreciate you taking the time to
Oh,
do this.
yeah, thank you, man. I'm doing wonderful. Excited to be here.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, no, I'm excited too. You've been here for been in the mentorship for a long time now, so it's dope to finally hop on like a video call and hear your story. Like it's sick, man.
Absolutely, yeah. The mentorship has definitely made a huge difference, to say the least. So I'm excited to talk about it.
Hell yeah, man. Cool, awesome. Well, yeah, so just for those who are watching, they don't know you. They've seen me yell at my camera for some time now, but they haven't seen you at all. So if you could just fill everybody in on your past situation before we met.
Sure, yeah. It's kind of a super long story, but I'm gonna try to keep it short. I started trading way back when like Doge was blowing up, so that was the days when I entered the market and just started randomly day trading crypto. And I promised myself I'd put $400 in, and then I would never add any more money. Like if I fail, I fail. I'm done. So I went from 400 to like $6,500, right? Being Degen, and then went to $40 and was like, okay, all right, this day trading thing's harder than I thought. So I have a skill set in computers, so I built a couple home computers and I sold them, and then I took that profit, turned it, put it back into the same account. So I had like 280 bucks maybe. It was just under 300 bucks. I took 300, and let's fast forward many years, and I turned it into just under like 30,000. So now we're talking a very long, hard road, but that's kind of where, I guess I come from. Um, yeah, so that's my story.
Nice, bro. That's a journey, man. And I love that you made sure to emphasize that it wasn't just like an overnight thing because I think it's so important people know that because yes, you get to a point where you make money where it seems like, oh, I just made this much in this time, but really it took you all of that time leading up to build that for the money you're able to profit off of each trade. So crazy story. It's kind of similar to mine. I mean, I came up in the world of crypto too, but I'll save everybody that rant. They've probably already heard it. Yeah, man. So what would you say, what do you think was the biggest struggle or challenge that you faced before we started working?
I was probably one of the few that was actually profitable prior to coming into the mentorship. But what I had an issue going on. I had like a trading incident that caused, in a sense like a lightweight PTSD. And so like my psychology was like completely broken. And I'm not just blaming my psychology. It was like, you know, um the kind of strategies I was using involved a lot of indicators and a lot of data. And it just really started wrecking me. And I couldn't, actually your newest video talked about like the taxing of, like your mental strain as well as your risk. And I was taxing my mental to the point where I just like started losing really bad. And I ended up in a personal situation in my family life where increased income was becoming extremely necessary. And so I ended up pretty much like working two jobs, and I was trying so hard at trading that it was killing me. It's like the harder I tried, the harder I failed. But I knew because I had, a 2-year run of consistency that, something was there. Like I knew it was doable. Long story short, searched ICT, really liked the way that worked. I dumped all my indicators and was like, this logic makes sense. Obviously, when you search ICT, I found you, and I really loved your teaching style, the way you explain things, the logic flow. It clicked with me very much. And then I started trading a little bit better, and then started digging into a little bit more of trading psychology. Saw your mentorship, got involved in the mentorship, and that's really where things started to change because I was able to identify what was going on with my psychology, as well as continuing to strengthen my ICT training. And so that's where I started to see that upward swing where I could get back into the swing of actually being consistently profitable.
I love it,
So
man.
you see,
Yeah, I
yeah,
love
you saved
that. I
me from
love
that
that.
pitch.
That's cool to hear that because to be honest, like I feel like everybody's situation is so different. So I've heard people that have joined and they didn't even know like how to enter an order. Now all the way to you, which you had already, been profitable, been through kind of the peaks and trials of trading, and you found me. You said just by looking up ICT, and now
Hmm.
here we are, man. So I love that.
Yeah.
So you say that the main reason that you joined essentially was just like psychology, trying to find consistency again, trying to get a kind of get your footing. So
Yeah, definitely. And I saw like there was more to your community than most. And like most communities you go in and and I'm not bashing any communities, right? At all.
call them
But
out.
some of
I'm
them
just kidding.
you go in and then they just like they throw education at you and they're like, "Yay." And I'm like, "Well, I could have gotten that off YouTube, you know?" Like no problem. The difference was your mentorship was, in a good way in my face. It was a if I needed feedback on something, I could post it. People would instantly give feedback. There's the trade journals and there's all kinds of stuff. There's, accountability partners, which I actually have a very, very, very close friend who's like family to me that I've known my entire life, and we actually trade together. So, but we took that accountability, the way that you teach it, and we applied it, and that's really what made the difference. So that's what brought me out of that rut. And even being with you during the live trading and seeing how you process how to trade ICT was very eye opening, and that really helped me kind of help set my psychology right as I was trying to take the same trades. And then also moving into the days where I don't join the lives to trade myself, I was able to have that like experience of watching how you process the market. And that made a big difference as well.
I love it, man. No, I love it, and it's good to hear because like the way that I structured this was just kind of exactly how you hit it, just different than everything else. You know what? Because I've bought education myself and my come up, and it always was missing that in your face element, like the actual implementation. So to hear that that is kind of like how I gave you a solution, that's music to my ears because it confirms what I'm trying to do. Because a lot of people, I always tell people if you're looking for just a course, this isn't the place for you, right? Because this is going to be us in your face telling you, stop doing this, start doing that. Here's what you should be doing in and outside the markets. I'm going to hold you accountable to do it, and then you're going to sit down with me live so you don't mess it up. So that's
Yep.
I love to hear that, man. So what's been your biggest win, just overall? Like it doesn't have to even be money. What maybe it is money. I don't know. Maybe it's getting funded. Maybe it's getting payouts. I don't know. What's been your biggest win since you've joined?
I would say a couple of things. One of them is being able to just go get funded. I know that's crazy, but I've been able to just decide to be like, okay, let's go get funded. It'll take a week or two, no problem. And to me that opened up a lot of opportunities to because I never traded prop firm prior, right? I always traded crypto and on exchanges and things like that with my own money. So entering that prop firm world, I like it because I'm not messing with my own capital, even though one day I do plan on building that into having my own trading account, which I think is very important. So I still trade my own account, just very you know swing trade kind of. But I think just being able to be in the community and to have the educational content together with the accountability, with the community, not even just you, but other people in the community that are willing to pour in, teach, have conversations, hold you accountable to your trades, and everything that is built there. It's really that structure of like it's more than just a normal Discord. You know what I mean? It's more than just like, oh hey, we're all going long. It's so much more than that because there are no signals per se, but it's so much more than that. It's just it's a lot of education, and I want to say it's like a family. It's not like we know I don't know a lot of the people very personally, but when I see their Discord name, you know what I'm saying? Like I know who they are. I know how they trade, and I know, and I just think it's great. I think it's amazing. I think that's been the biggest thing is to find that community that clicks really well together
I love it, bro.
and is
I love
truly
it.
out to help.
No, I appreciate the kind words, man, and it just is. It's fulfilling to hear that, from the front line because that's what I envisioned, and you guys have helped me bring that vision to life. So dude, I just want to say thank you. And what would you say to someone who's on the fence of joining the mentor?
Oh, just do it. Like seriously. I mean, I know it seems like a lot, and but I'm telling you, it's worth it. I guess the one thing I want to say is if you actually want to take this trading seriously and you want to just be able to actually treat it as like a business and trade to make a living, this is the step, in my opinion.
I love it,
This
man.
community would be the one to join for sure.
100% agree, and it's not for anyone who isn't going to put their all in, right? That's what I always tell people. I'm like, this isn't for everybody. Like, if you're just messing around trying to figure out, push buttons and play around, like, this isn't for you. This is for professionals, people that are actually trying to really push the needle, turn this into an
Yeah.
actual business. Dude, it's awesome. It's again, I'm like a broken record, but it's cool to hear these things because this is exactly how I envision. But man, Chichaco, everybody go follow Chichaco. All his socials are down in the description. Make sure, again, go follow him. He posts a ton of good stuff. Amazing trader. I love working with this guy. I could not recommend him enough. And I don't do that. You guys have probably never seen me do that. So don't take that lightly. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Awesome.
If you want to learn the exact blueprint to how Chichaco was able to get these results, then go ahead and click the link down in the description to become a funded trader in 12 weeks. And I guarantee you results if you qualify. Now, not everybody's going to qualify. I don't work with just anybody, but if you're a serious trader and you really want to give this your all, then I will give you my all as well as a mentor. I'll be trading live with you, reviewing your trades, having an accountability coach there with you every step of the way, having a psychologist who is also the author of The Mental Game of Trading, which is a best-selling trading psychology book. He will be coaching you every single week. So if that sounds like something that would help you, go ahead and click the link down in the description to become a funded trader in 12 weeks, guaranteed.